Hey guys, I hope you're okay. I hope that you're having fun. I hope that you have had enjoyed the vacations. Today is a very dark day because it's been raining over here, so I'm sorry that it's kind of dark. I only have one light. Um, Today we're gonna move a little farther on the book, so we're gonna jump like 10 pages ish. Today we are going to start reading page number 32 on your textbook. So let's go to page number 32. We are going to start reading the story Can You Spell Nervous? Okay, it's in page 32. Can you spell Nervous? Nervous. Okay, so let's go over there. Remember that today is Tuesday, November the 3rd, 2020. And in this class, you can print the pages if you have a printer on hand, but you should not write the answers in the computer. Everything should be written by hand. And if you struggle with that and you need something different, you can always if you cannot access to a printer, you don't have the money or the time or the access to it, you can always use your notebook and copy everything from there, okay? Remember, complete questions and complete answers or you're not going to have the same points, okay? Let's start. Can you spell nervous? Can you? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, let's go. Will Daniel be able to help Noah calm his nerves and compete in a school spelling bee? Noah sat on the front steps of his family's apartment building. He absently bounced a tennis ball on the sidewalk as he stared off into space. Noah didn't even notice his brother coming down the sidewalk until Daniel stood right in front of him. "Where were you, Noah?" Daniel asked his brother, settling beside him on the step. "It seemed like you were a million miles away. You didn't even hear me calling you, did you?" Noah shook his head. He caught the tennis ball in one hand and looked at his older brother. "Daniel, have you ever had a stage fright?" he finally asked. Stage fright is when you have a fear of talking in public. "Sure," said Daniel. "Plenty of times. Do you remember that play I was in a few years ago? I must have been in fourth grade. I knew my lines, but I was terrified to have to recite them in front of an audience. I also have a little bit of a stage fright right before my basketball game starts. I feel okay during practice, but as soon as I see the crowd of people standing, everybody screaming, I feel okay during practice, but as soon as I see the crowd of people in the stands, my heart beats so fast it feels like popcorn popping in my chest. He's pretty nervous, Jesus." And in the picture you can see Daniel and Noah. "I know just what you mean," said Noah. "That's how I feel just thinking about the spelling bee next week." "I didn't know you made it to the finals," said Daniel. "Good job." "It's not good at all," said Noah, starting to bounce the ball again. "I'm worried I'll get nervous and freeze on stage. I might forget how to spell everything, even my own name. I don't know what to do, Noah." Noah looked miserably at his brother. So Noah was afraid that he would fail in the spelling bee because obviously, that's a possibility. "Noah, I know that you're not going to forget how to spell your name," Daniel reassured his brother. "I'll help you get through this. Here's what you need to do. You have to practice as much as you can before the day of the competition. I'll go to the auditorium with you to practice. If you want, that way you'll feel comfortable there." So they're going to practice in the auditorium where they're going to have the competition. Noah began to look a little less miserable. "Then I'll teach you this exercise my basketball coach taught me," continued Daniel. "You close your eyes and picture. Close your eyes. Close them. Close them. Close your eyes and picture yourself doing the thing that you're worried about. You go through every entire situation in your mind so you can see what it feels like to do it and do it well. It might sound strange, but believe me, it works." So he had to close his eyes and think on the thing that he's most scared of. I'm still nervous, said Noah, but I feel a little better. You really helped me prepare for this? Daniel grinned and put his hands around his brother's shoulder. Of course I'm going to help you. I'm a lousy speller. I can't help being impressed by your aptitude for spelling. Quick, spell aptitude, he joked. Noah just rolled his eyes. Thanks, Daniel. You're a pretty good brother. So even if Noah was pretty stressed by being in the spelling V, his brother Daniel, even if he wasn't that good at spelling, he was willing to help Noah practicing for the competition. So let's see the questions in page 33. Read the descriptions below, write N next to the phrase that it describes Noah, and D if it describes Daniel. Write V if it describes both Noah and Daniel. So N for Noah, D for Daniel, and B for both, if the description matches the two voice, okay? So I'm going to read them and I'm going to give you a hint, but you need to make sure that you answer them, okay? So, is the older brother? Remember, Noah, Daniel. So who is the older brother? So you're going to write a D if it's Daniel, a capital D if it's Daniel, a capital N if it's Noah, or a capital B if it's both of them. But who is the older brother? I'm going to give you a hint. It's not Noah. Number 2, it's in a basketball team. Remember that who said that it was in a basketball team? It wasn't the little brother. It was the big brother. Again, the one with the 3 is nervous about a spelling bee. Is Daniel nervous about the spelling bee? No, it's the other guy, Noah. So you're going to check the name, the letter for the Noah name. Number 4, get stage fright sometimes. Now, the person that is worried about the competition is originally Noah because he was afraid of it. So what letter are you going to write in number 4? Number 5, gives his brother good advice. So who is giving advice? Who is giving advice about the spelling bee? Is Noah giving advice to Daniel or Daniel giving advice to Noah? So you have to choose one. Who is giving the advice? And actually, in number 4, gets a stage fright sometimes. That could be both. B for both of them, okay? Later. If you didn't understand, rewind. What problem does Noah have in this story? Remember, complete sentences. Noah's problem is that he is nervous. You can go check nervous in number 3 in the exercise before says is nervous about a spelling bee. That's the correct way to write nervous. So what does Noah have in this story? He's nervous about the spelling bee. So he thinks he's going to lose. So you need to write in there. Noah's problem is that he is very nervous. Number 7. Name 2 times Daniel has experienced stage fright. Well, the first time is when he was in a play in the school. So you need to write. The first time he was afraid or he was scared or had a stage fright. The first time Daniel had a stage fright was when he was in a play and he had to talk to public. And the second one is when he was playing football. Those 2 experiences. Make sure that you write them complete from the book. Page number 8. What was Noah thinking about when Daniel was calling him at the beginning of the story? Well, obviously Noah was nervous because he didn't want to lose. So you can write in there. Noah was thinking about losing or about the competition. Number 9. What does Noah feel less nervous at the end of the story? She remembered that at the end of the story he was already talking to Daniel and he promised to help him practice. So he wasn't so afraid to lose. So you can write in there. Why does Noah feel less nervous by the end of the story? He feels less nervous because he practiced with Daniel. That could be a good answer for it. If you didn't get it, rewind the video. A simile compares two things using the words like or as. Find the simile in paragraph 4 and write it on the line below. So let's go to paragraph 4 and let's find the simile. It's the sentence that has words that are similar, that look alike. Sure, said Daniel. Plenty of times. Do you remember that play I was in a few years ago? I must have been in 4th grade. I knew my lines, but I was terrified to recite them in front of an audience. I also have a little bit of stage fright right before my basketball game starts. I feel okay during practice, but as soon as I see the crowd, that is a simile, as soon as I see. Let's see the concept. So the simile in paragraph 4 is as soon as I don't find it. What paragraph was it again? Paragraph number 4. Sorry guys. Paragraph number 4. So the simile would be okay, here. But as soon as I see, it means that it's immediately, quickly. So in 10 you can write, but as soon as I see, for the simile, okay? Excellent. But as soon as I see, for the simile on question number 10. Question 11. What were the two things compared to each other in question 10? What were the two things compared? As soon as I see. As soon as I see. No. Mistake. So it says in there, my heart beats so fast that it feels like popcorn popping on my chest. So your answer, I'm sorry. So your answer for number 10 is that he compares his heart to popcorn. So you can write in there also, he compares his heart to popcorn. In question number 10, his heart is compared to popcorn. And then in 11, the two things that are compared are, so you have to write in their complete sentences. The two things that are compared are popcorn and heart. Those are the two things. The two things that are compared, number 11, are popcorn and his heart. Excellent. Number 12. Choose one item from question 11 and use it to create your own simile on the lines below. Remember that in a simile we're comparing things. So you can write in there, as pretty as my mom, as tall as a giant, as fat as an elephant, something that compares two things in a simile, okay? And if you didn't understand, don't worry, I'm gonna give you a couple on Wednesday so you can complete them. But remember, a simile is like a compare phrase when you're comparing two things one to another. But if you didn't get it, don't worry. You still have 26 minutes to complete your page, and then after that you're gonna be free to send your stuff tomorrow. Oh, no, it's going to be open from today night. From today night, the platform is going to be open so you can start sending your classworks. Okay, guys? So I hope that you have a great day. Answer what you feel is correct. And later we're going to discuss what the correct answers were, if there's such thing as correct, because everybody is different. And I hope that you just have a good day. Stay home, put on your mask, be safe, and be well. A hug. Bye, guys.